I want to thank you all, first of all, for coming to Columbus. We have very much enjoyed having you. It's been great. And I wanted to do this part of it because I wanted the privilege of saying, okay, it's all yours now, to whoever wins for next year. 2009. Who would like 2009 SMOFCon? Come on up.
Bribery.
Bribery was a bribery's one of my favorites. Bribery's good. Probably good. Okay.
Hi, my name is Karen Meshke. I'm from Austin, Texas. For the last couple of years, I've been standing up here at SMOFCon and saying we'd like to go to SMOFCon. Well, time is up. It's our time, hopefully. We're passing out a nice informational flyer that gives the basic information. It also includes the weather, which is a little bit warmer and no snow right now in Austin.
It was 77 degrees on Thursday.
No hush. Okay. One of the things we talked about on the SMOS board for a while was to do a budget food camp. And I've gotten both Mark Olson, Vince Doherty, and Deb Geisler to help me do that on Friday. So we will have a Friday full day of programming on the budget food camp. One of the more interesting things we'll be able to do with that day, the hotel is the Garden Hilton, which is very close to downtown, which is where everyone wants to be because you don't need a car. If you look on the other side of the flyer, there is a map of our local trolley system called the Dillo. For 50 cents, you can go almost anywhere in the major metropolitan Austin. Thursday night, they have what's called First Night on South Congress, which will take you on the Dillo up. This is where all the artists open their shops, boutiques. There's actually drinking allowed in the streets. It's a nice little arts festival we do once a month. So if you're going to come in Thursday, you have something to do. We're also 3 blocks from the Alamo Draft House and Ritz, which is a wonderful way to sit, watch a movie, order a pizza, and have a beer. I don't think we can get them to do a special food night, but they do some incredible things, such as the all-day Lord of the Rings. They do other movies with food themes. If we get to do the budget boot camp, the hotel has offered us, and I have menus here, what they call their Lunch Express. What that entails is we can pre-order our menu during the day, have it ready to go when we're ready to eat lunch at noon. It will include billing information. I've got the menus here from what they currently have. We will be eating up on the 16th floor, which offers an incredible view of Austin. Kurt and I went up there once and had lunch, and it was very, very nice. The other thing we'd like to offer, we hosted the Nebula Awards banquet this past April in Austin. This is the restaurant guide we passed out then. It will not be totally correct as of next December, I'm sorry. We will be updating it. We'll give you an idea of what restaurants are downtown, the cost and time and availability. We will also be allowed, by the hotel, they have a bar on the 16th floor. We will have that all to ourselves until 3 p.m. on Saturday for people who want to do committee and other meetings at no charge, so that people can go off quietly and do work that I'm sure will have to be done. We're looking at 2 rooms. One is called the Sabine, which will seat 90, theater style. They're a lot like these 2 rooms with a divider we can use when we need to. We'll also have the Rio Grande, which will seat 72. The 10th floor is where we're all going to mostly be. There is an open atrium where we're going to have hospitality. We can bring our own food and drink in. The atrium is large. There's a fireplace. It's a wonderful place to sit and talk. I think it'll work really well. Transportation to and from the hotel and airport. Super Shuttle is about $22 right now. We also have what we call the airport flyer, which will pick you up outside baggage claim and deposit you a block and a half from our hotel for 75 cents. Its entire job is to the airport and to the hotels in downtown. So we're good at that. Lots of restaurants, lots of really quirky places. Like I said, South Congress is wonderful. Austin's a great town. It is high season in Austin in December. This is probably, I went back and looked at our previous flyers. This has been the coolest it's been this time of year in 3 years. So I hope you all will take it upon you to let us do a SMOFCon in Austin. And thank you very much.
Sit up for questions.
Naomi Carton?
I was listening, every 5 minutes there's another one, it's, gives the, service is being running until 7 p.m. On Monday through Friday and till 6 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Does it run any later than that? or
Yes,
is
it does. That's pretty much standard. At night, they have them because 6th Street and the warehouse districts are the bar and club areas. They go on till 1 and 2. There's what they call the night owl. And that'll take you all the way back to UT even by, I think, 1 in the morning.
So the Dillo is the day service.
Day service. And they have separate that they do at night.
We should point out that this is very unusual. Normally, when you come to a Texas convention, you'd expect you to rent a car, because that's the way you get around Texas. Really, we're right on 6th Street. We're right in downtown. You do not need a rental car, and that's a very unusual statement for a Texas person.
$50 till the end of this month. And, sorry, if we should win the bid tonight, the website will go on live immediately afterwards. We can take money here, and we also have the PayPal ready to go. Lisa?
I want to restate the question. Is there parking available at this site at a reasonable rate?
The hotel is expensive, but there is a lot directly across the street for about $10 a day.
Is that a surface lot?
Yes,
Bring your own umbrella.
Parking in multiple stories.
but that's
underneath them.
expensive
Yeah, it's expensive.
because it's downtown. Rick?
Is this a built from the ground up as a Hilton Garden Inn, or is this a recycled hotel?
This is recycled with the $12 million overhaul in the last 2 years. Kurt looked at it 2 years ago and told me
Turn my
not.
nose up at it.
And I said, let's go back and look at it now. And he went, oh, this looks different and better. And I'd like to see Kurt have to be wrong every now and then.
So what did it used to be?
It started out as a Sheraton. Marcy?
It was the Capitol Inn before the renovation.
Rates for single and double. I'm assuming
$139.
they're equating being available.
Yes.
What about triple and quads?
Sorry?
What about rates for triple and quads?
Most of their rooms are, they don't, okay, we haven't really gotten into that because most of the rooms either have a king or 2 queens. It's a very business hotel. It's 2 blocks from the convention center. They don't do a lot of triple and quads, and I don't really know what they're going to say. Depends on how we ask. But they like us, we're quirky, and other than asking the usual questions of science fiction conventions, we did okay. Any other questions? John?
It's a non-smoking hotel.
Yes, it is. And all the downtown restaurants and bars in Austin are now non-smoking. Warren?
A little less serious, but does every city in the U.S. claim O. Henry? Because I know Columbus likes them, Greensboro.
Well, let's just say that he was incarcerated because of what he did while he was working at the Austin National Bank. And his house is about 1.5 blocks from the hotel, and it's been totally restored. And if anyone wants to come to Austin in May, we have the annual O. Henry Pun-Off, which is bad, but it's a lot of fun. Naomi?
Does the public transit run anywhere near an Amy's?
There's an Amy's downtown.
South Congress. There's one on South Congress and there's one
Sorry?
right by the emergency center.
Amy's ice cream is incredibly
Oh,
ice cream
yes.
with butterfat. And they will mix it together with nuts and candies, whatever you want it to show. And it's, well, it's very nice.
Yeah, it sounds like a cold marble slab.
Yeah.
No, much better.
And it's only in Austin. They're not local owned. Any others? Sorry.
I've heard a bit about the Austin folk music scene. What will that be like?
The Cactus Cafe will be your best bet on the UT campus. They do almost all acoustic shows, and the Dole will take you down to UT. I couldn't tell you what music is going to be in what club next year, so I'm not going to say. And I can't tell you what restaurants are still going to be open.
There's probably more live music in Austin than...
A lot of places.
I mean, yeah, I would say there's perhaps only 2 cities in the U.S. that could claim to have more live music going on any random night than Austin, Texas has.
If we get the bid, when we take the website live, there's on the links page, there's a link to the Austin Vintage Bureau and Austin 360, you can go through and look at what music went on that, what music.
6th Street is active every night of the week, and there are live bands playing every night in a dozen locations on 6th Street, so.
And Red River, which is where they're from. Any others?
Do you happen to know how far away is the roadhouse that Janice Joplin got discovered?
You are talking about Threadgill's North on North Lamar, and that's a ways. But there is a Threadgill just across the river south where almost the Armadillo World Headquarters sat, which is very funky. The one north, actually the Threadgill's North that we went to Sunday night after the Austin SMOFCon in 1995 was where Janice first played.
But she played with the one south too, didn't she?
No, there wasn't one south. You're thinking of the Armadillo.
Stevie Ray Vaughan played with the south.
Yeah. Anybody else? Questions, comments? Yes?
I'm not sure if you already covered this, but how are cat fairs in Austin?
Do you want to you want the people where they, you know, we have the horse carriages, we have the pedicabs, where people, you know, go on their little bikes and take you. Cat fairs are probably average. I don't know, I don't take cats, so I don't know, but hopefully we'll have a link or something for transportation on the website.
People don't run cabs.
They do it down on 6th Street, the warehouse district. Questions? Okay. And if anybody wants, we have both, like I said, the restaurant guide and the express lunch stuff.
All right, is there anybody else bidding for next year, for 2009? All right, we should vote.
I think we just did.
Call the question.
We moved
Ask
to
the
vote by
Ask if there's an
acclamation.
objection.
Is there an objection to acclamation? Oh,